If you have the courage, don't go on retreat. And I know this goes against general advice from all traditions. And I respect very much tradition and teachings, but we're living a different time. And I'm honestly trying to help people. And over many years of help hearing people going on retreat and not making progress, a red flag start rising in my head. Like, well, there's something really not positive about retreats. The first thing is that there's a huge amount of people who wouldn't be able to sustain a daily practice and they will go on retreat. Well, in that case, I wouldn't suggest going on retreat. Why? Because you're going to find it sort of like an elastic effect. And I know this by the experience of many people, and I've been on retreat myself, obviously, but at some point, when you get honest with yourself, you realize that you don't want to escape your life. You want to fully live it, whatever it is. That's the only way out of suffering. So, if a friend of yours will come and tell you they are super desperately excited about certain kind of vacations where they will finally will go to a place and so on, you could say, okay, fine. Some cases that may be an exception, but in general, most of the time people go on vacations because they are working. And they really looking forward only to their vacations because they just don't like their life. So that's a bigger problem to fix. So it's kind of the same thing with retreats. If I was a good friend, I'll tell you, well, don't go for the quick fix. Don't delay the thing. Don't look for don't wait for an environment. Don't wait that you need to find the money, you need to make the time, you don't need to. You don't need anything of that. And again, I'm not saying don't do it. Please feel inspired to do it if it feels just correct. Of course, many people did great progress on retreat. But I'm talking about specifically, as I said before, the people who actually don't have a strong meditation routine, don't have a teacher, don't have clear meditation goals. People who are suffering in their life and they find retreats to be a way of taking them out of all the things that trigger them and get it to. That's nice. And it's fantastic that people can do that. But if I would be honestly talking to someone in that situation, I would say, yeah, man, it will be a lot better and way more effective if you actually will find time every day to meditate. That is going to lead to lasting results. Because whatever benefits you will get out of a retreat, there's going to be an elastic effect and you're just going to go back to normal. Most cases, people revert back to normal. And of course, this is a hardcore truth to accept because especially if people are looking forward to another retreat and looking forward to another retreat, well, that's happening. Or hoping that this retreat will make it. They will finally be able to go away from all these distortions and all these bad influences and triggering stuff in their life, and they finally just hanging out with people who are cool because they know the important stuff in life. Well, I'm here to tell you the hard truth. Your life is exactly as it should be. As much as you may not like it, as much as you may reject it, as much as you may suffer it, which I understand. But what I'm suggesting you is that the real solution to your life is to fix it from within, rather than trying to create another life. If you do that, you can go way faster. Of course, you can try the general purpose thing. Close to everyone you meet, they have a certain plan on how they fix their life. They want to find relationships, get status, better job, more money, job, house, a car, I don't know. You know how it is. Everybody's looking for something. And they're hoping that change in their environment, their conditions, will finally give them what they're looking for, which is a feeling of peace and happiness and freedom. Well, long story short, and you know this already, it just doesn't work. It's just that people don't know what to do. Okay, fine. If I don't have to pursue this whole thing, then people go into religious mode, which is the denial of the world. And they just go on retreat. They just go on thinking that this world is not good enough and there is something wrong with it and you should leave it. Well, again, no, that doesn't lead to liberation. It may be part of the process, It is part of the process probably for most people. But hopefully you very soon realize that there is no way of trying to escape anything. The only way out is through. Someone, I think it was Rumi, said, the only way out of the fire is through the fire, or something like that. Do you know what I mean? That this is the hard truth. You're there, you're live, and I know you don't like it. Maybe. Hopefully you like it. Hopefully you love it. But most of the time, that's not the case. Many people have certain areas in their life that are creating them suffering. Most people, I meet at least, they do very good in other areas, maybe in health, maybe in money, maybe in relationships, maybe in work. But most people have at least a couple of areas where they feel they are behind, and that's creating them a lot of suffering. So my suggestion for you is to not to run away from it, not trying to change it. Just try to live it. Because when you live it without your karma, without your hard patterns in your unconscious mind, and you are in that situation, but you don't react to it, another possibility appears. A deeper understanding appears. So, this is your life. How does it feel? This moment. How would it feel not to run away from your life? How would it feel to completely, fully live this moment and not thinking that things are wrong, that you have to fix something? Just for a moment, enjoy how does it feel to trust, which is to do nothing actually. Just be here. Let things be. That's your retreat. Yes, look for retreat, but this retreat, not the physical retreat or even mental retreat. No. Live your life. Your life is the retreat if you live it fully with your heart. If everyone you meet them from your fully, you leave them. Whoever they are, even the people that you don't like, leave them, appreciate them, love them in secret. You don't have to tell them, but you can just be fascinated by the fact that they are just trillions of cells moving and talking. So that's a joke, obviously, but it's kind of what it is, right? It is fascinating to actually see what is in there without labeling it, without making a big deal out of it, without covering it with your thoughts, and just directly, fully embrace your experience without judging your life, without judging yourself. Resting in the deep truth of your peace, which is always the case, unless you think the contrary. So don't think. Live, feel, fall in love with your life. Get challenged by it. I know. You may think, oh yeah, there's this situation. Yeah, I'm not saying don't do anything about it. Or you have to force yourself to love people. You don't know how to do that. I'm not saying force yourself or behave in certain artificial way. No. Or have positive thoughts. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying embrace it. Accept it with a loving attitude, your life as it is right now. That is what you will be trying to do in a retreat. It's just that in the retreat, you won't have your good old enemies, your good old problems. So the retreat won't be complete. The retreat is only complete when it's done right here, right now. And it doesn't mean that you don't physically go on retreat. Please do it again if you feel like that's something that's exciting for you. But just don't stop doing it right now already. Don't think that you need to go to a retreat to understand something you don't understand now. It won't happen. You can only understand yourself now. And we call that meditation. And yes, do it all the time. Not just when you sit to meditate, but also when you're talking to people, when you're working, when you're walking, when you're getting a shower. Make all your life a meditation. And then if you feel like going to a retreat, do it. But you will just do the same thing. It's easier to do it in a retreat. But if you collect the courage, face your life as it is, and live it fully, just to be surprised maybe that you actually love it. You're proud to be living it, and you appreciate the stuff and the people that is in your life. Hopefully you fall in love a little bit with your life. If that's the case, then just let your life hug you as it is. Just rest in the arms of everything. Let go of your fears, of your mental elaborations, and retreat yourself into the pure awareness of your being, this moment. And stay there, live from there, do everything from there. I hope you got value from this video. I hope you did. And I really mean every word I say. I'm not here just to have a controversial video and become an influencer on YouTube or something like that. I don't care about that. I care about real change, lasting real change in people. That's what I'm here for. So I take the responsibility of saying all these big words of lasting happiness and peace and nirvana and non-duality. Call it whatever you want. So I take the responsibility of pushing people in that direction, because the truth is that most people would experience with generic teachings like books or videos like this, they will experience a certain amount of a taste of it. But you just go back into the old patterns, because there are things, there are shadows in our life, things we don't notice that bring us back to certain patterns at work, relationships, money, health, your past, your future. There's certain specifics about yourself. So these teachings can be way more effective if they are done one-on-one. And that traditionally, when someone would be maybe in the position like yourself to realize this is the most important thing that you can do in your life, because there is no life that can be lived fully without that state of peace, that state of understanding. Nothing you could do would make any sense. When people would realize that, they would just reach out to a teacher. They would just move out of their village and they will look for someone who could teach them, someone who seemed to have to realize that, and they are living from there, and they will ask for help. Well, I've been meditating for more than 30 years. I have more than 15,000 hours of actually sitting to meditate. I work with world-class teachers one-on-one, and I want to extend this offering to you. So if you're ready to get real, what I'm offering you as a gesture of goodwill is a free call between you and me, no commitment. You just explain me what your case is, and I will try to give you something of value right away. And we will see if we are a match, and we may take a coaching together or not. That's okay. It doesn't matter to me. The important thing is I reach out and I'm taking responsibility to actually help you. I care more about helping one person than reaching out 1 million people on YouTube. So if you feel that that is you, that you're ready to get real and integrate non-duality, nirvana, heaven, lasting love, excitement, and peace in your life for real, if you know that's a real possibility for you and you're ready, then just go to my website, ricardcoach.com, and send me a message. Hey, I'm here. I think I'm ready. And we will have this free, no commitment introductory call where you explain me what is your situation. Now, hopefully we'll give you already something of value, and we'll check if there is need, or if there is value in keep on working together if we are a match. So just go for it. Don't think about it. I don't bite. And yeah, you get what I mean, right? From heart to heart. I've been there. And I want you to really fully live what you know you can live, that what you deserve, what you can be experiencing in every moment. I hope you're ready. I hope you recognize that. And by this mean or any mean, take whatever action or non-action you need to free yourself.